Hi guys, so welcome to the 13th video of Love Babbar 450 questions series. Yesterday, the previous video we had started strings and we had done I think 4 or 5 problems and we have to do this problem today. We have to start this problem, write a program to check whether a string is a valid shuffle or not. So if you have not watched the previous videos, I will share the link of the playlist in the description. Please watch them, and if you like it, please like the video and share and subscribe to the channel. So let us start with today's question. So we have to check if a string is valid or valid shuffle of two strings. There is no question over here. There is a program. So how are we supposed to know what to do exactly? So they're saying 1x2 is a valid shuffle. So what is a valid shuffle? If anybody knows anything about this question, like if anybody can share a link of this kind of question, please share it. Over here, there is no, proper link to the question. So let us go to the next problem, count and say problem. Now count and say problem is a pretty implementation type of problem. You can read the problem for yourself over here. It's a pretty lengthy statement. Basically, we will be given an integer n and we have to return a string. The string will be of characters like 1, 2, like that. So read the problem statement carefully. And how to approach this? This is a very simple approach. Like we just have to generate one base case string, that is this string s, okay, and all the other strings will be generated from the previous string. We will generate all the strings with the help of a previous string by making note of the consecutive characters in the previous string, and we will keep generating all the strings and we will run a loop until n is greater than 1, and finally we'll concatenate everything and return the answer. The answer will be string s. This is a very implementation kind of problem. Even a recursion version of this is available, but you can do that. Like you can recursively call count and say n minus 1 and do it, as they have already given a hint over here. Okay, so if you want to know the solution, it is over here. Just counting the consecutive characters in the previously generated string, and with the help of that generating the new string. So count and say problem is quite simple only, and many people have disliked it. I don't know why. So next problem is write a program to find longest palindrome in a string. So longest palindrome in a string is this. Find the longest palindromic substring. So required time complexity over here is O of n square. So when I was a beginner in programming, what I used to do was I used to take a vector, okay, vector of strings, and I used to generate all the substrings of this string s, and I used to store it in the vector. And after storing it, what I used to do was I used to reverse each and every string in the vector and compare it with the original string. And this is how I used to find the longest substring. So time complexity of this program, I think it is O of n cube or something. Tell me what is the time complexity of this statement here. What is the time? Is it? I think it's O of n, right? Like assigning a string. Is it O of 1 or O of n? But this will take O of n time. Let us assume reverse will take O of n time, and we are doing this for n times. So this is also O of n square solution, and this is working for this test case over here. I mean for this question. But what is the better solution? Is there a better solution for this kind of problem? Can we code it little more smartly? So let us see a smarter solution. Let us remove all this. So the input is S, and I will write the code now. So now I have written the code for the problem, and the problem is not just finding the longest palindromic substring. It is also to find out the one that occurs with the least starting index. So this is also important, with the least starting index. And so the code goes something like this. So what we will be doing is we will be, checking for odd length and even length palindromes, and we will be taking the longest out of them. We will be checking around the center only. So this pal function will check for the palindrome around the center. So the pal function goes something like this. And so if S of L is equal to S of R, then only we continue. Otherwise, we just return this substring. So the approach is we take the string and we check from the center, and we keep going to the right side or to the left side. So if, for example, we take, for example, if we take race car, this is the most famous example. Then we see over here, we go like this, both these both are matching. Then even these both are matching. And finally, even these two are matching. So something like that we do, we check around the center, and we check for both odd length and even length palindromes and compare. And then we do a comparison, which is longer, which is shorter. And more importantly, don't forget, we have to return the string with least index. So this will already be taken care in this program. We don't have to put extra brain over there. So this is a much cleaner code to write the same thing, longest palindrome substring. There is something else known as Maneker's algorithm. I think the spelling is correct. I'm not sure. Some Maneker algorithm is there. It will take O of n time, but usually it is not expected. And even over here, O of n square is only expected from you. So this is the best solution. You can look at the code. So let us go to next problem. The next problem is longest repeating subsequence. Now, longest repeating subsequence is very simple. If you know the parent problem for this problem is longest common subsequence. And if you don't know how to do this, there is a person called Aditya Verma, okay? And he has done a DP series. It is on YouTube. You can check that out. And that explanation will help you solve any kind of problem related to LCS. But how is this related to LCS? The only change over here in the code, what is the only change? First of all, what is longest, what is longest repeating subsequence, LRS? Suppose we have a string ATA, CTC, GGA, then the longest repeating subsequence will be ACTG. We will take A, we will take C, we will take T, we will take G, and then we will take A. Then what will we take? Sorry, I think I made a mistake over here. 1 second. So if the string is ATA, CTCGGA, then how will we take the longest the longest repeating subsequence will be ATCG and ATCG. So the longest repeating subsequence is ATCG. And what did we observe from this? We just observed that the code is going to be same as LCS, except there will only be one change, that index should not be same. The starting index of the longest repeating subsequences, the index should not be same. That's all is the difference. So let us code LCS as fast as possible. So let us call the function LRS. Let us take two strings X and Y, and their lengths are N and M. And now what we are supposed to do, now we have to code LCS. So how to code LCS for I equal to 0, I less than N. So let us make this M and let us make this N. I less than or equal to M plus plus I. For j equal to 0, j less than or equal to N plus plus j. If I equal to 0 or j equal to 0, the base case, we say T of ij, or instead of T, let us say dp only. dp of ij is 0, else if x of I minus 1 equal to y of j minus 1 and I not equal to j. This is important. Then what we do, dp of I j is equal to 1 plus dp of I minus 1 j minus 1. Otherwise, we say dp of ij is max of dp of I minus 1 j and dp of I j minus 1. Sorry, we don't do that. I've got confused. We do dp of ij is dp of I minus 1 j. And finally, we have to return dp of m and n. So let me see if it will run correctly. Hopefully it should. So there was some error here. How to correct this now? So actually I was typing correctly only, and I again confused myself. It is maximum of dp of ij and dp of ij minus 1 only. The code of LCS, I just got confused. I'm sorry for that. So this is the code for LCS. The only change is here, I not equal to j. So I think this should be correct now. Yes, so it is correct. So the same code as LCS, LCS code is here. And actually I had not done LCS for a long time, so did not remember, like was getting confused. Please don't get confused. The same code as LCS, the only change is I not equal to j here. That's it. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, please like the video and share it with all your friends. Let me grow, and this will really motivate me. And thank you for watching this, and see you in the next one. Bye. Take care.